I have collected 57 PlayStation 3 games, and today we're going to go through each game, check its value, and see how much my PlayStation 3 collection is worth. Thank you all for joining me. This is definitely a bit more of a discussion-based style video here. I figured we'd keep it easy and break this down into 6 categories. So those categories are action-adventure, platformers, first-person shooters, racing games, HD remaster games, and PlayStation Move titles. I'll have all these sections timestamped in the video if you would like to jump to a specific category of your choosing. With that being said, let's jump into action-adventure games first. This category definitely takes up the majority of my PlayStation 3 collection because, those are the best kinds of games. Starting off the collection in the action-adventure category, we have the Assassin's Creed series. So this is what I have so far for the Assassin's Creed series on PlayStation 3. We have right here Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, great sequel, love that sequel. Brotherhood, loved this game. This is actually one of my favorite Assassin's Creed. Revelations, a Best Buy exclusive, might I add, very big deal for someone, I'm sure. And Assassin's Creed 3. This game here, I don't know about you guys, but when this was coming out prior to launch, I was so excited and ultimately was slightly let down by this game. But, we're not reviewing this game. We're just going over it. So, Assassin's Creed to start us off there. Move these over to the side. Next up, we have the Batman Arkham series. I love these games. You can see right here, we got Batman Arkham Asylum. I remember playing the demo for this game and absolutely fell in love. Great game. The amazing Batman Arkham City, absolutely stellar game, a highlight in the Arkham series. And not bad, but not, what is this? What is that? Don't want that on the video, come on now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Arkham Origins. This one here, not a terrible game, but definitely, it's like Arkham City Light, if you ask me. I'll put these games off to the side. Next up, Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 2. Now, these games here, great series. I love horror games, horror survival. That's right up my alley. These two games are amazing, definitive horror survival games. Okay, next up, what do we got here? We've got, oh yeah, baby, Chef's Kiss, God of War 3, and God of War Ascension. This game here, it's okay. It got a bit of flack for having the online, but fun tidbit, the online is actually still active for this game. All in all, it's a good title. It's a fun time. Definitely not as fun as God of War 3, but all in all, love these titles. Grand Theft Auto 4 and Episodes from Liberty City. So this is kind of like the complete edition of Grand Theft Auto 4, and because of that, the value for this game is a bit more. But Grand Theft Auto 4, amazing game. We need a remaster for this. I would love to play this on modern hardware. Heavenly Sword. Honestly, a great game. This is another game that I played the demo of, and that's ultimately what got me interested in playing this. Of course, I'm a big fan of God of War, and this game was kind of reminiscent of that in its gameplay. So, great game here. Now, this is the Infamous collection. This includes Infamous 1 and 2. I'll actually quickly show you in the box here. See right here, we've got Infamous, and you get the Infamous 2 disc as well. This one does come with a download code for the Festival of Blood. That was a DLC to Infamous 2. Of course, we all remember this beauty right here, Lair. I remember seeing the trailer for this game and I was so stoked to play it. I got it, and then I was immediately disappointed by the forced 6-axis control. Of course, there is an update you can download and play with analog control, but even with the analog control, I don't believe it was enough to save this game. We all know this one, The Last of Us. Now, this game needs a remaster. Let's take a look at the next game. Mafia 2. Love the first Mafia. Mafia 2. Love this game. Mafia 3. I'm not going to talk about that. Here we are, the cream of the crop, everybody. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Great game. Great time. Smash Bros. Got nothing on this game. And if you ask me, the value for this, it should be worth $80. Let's move on to the next here. We've got all Uncharted games. Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. Now, come on. These games were a reason to buy a PlayStation 3 back in the day. And they hold up so remarkably well. It's amazing how with each one of these games, they get better and better. I mean, a case could be said that the Uncharted 3 story is not as tight as Uncharted 2, and I would agree with that. But the gameplay and the graphics of this guy, amazing. Great titles. Original Elder Scrolls Skyrim. This was the first time I played an Elder Scrolls game, and it was the first time where 6 months of my life disappeared from playing. A great time though, great game. Borderlands 2. Loved the first Borderlands and this sequel here. I never actually really played much of Borderlands 3, so I'm not too sure about it. I've heard decent things, and I know that Borderlands 4 is coming out soon. But yeah, Borderlands 1 and 2 definitely had great times with these games. And to round out the action-adventure list, Grand Theft Auto 5. Here's another game that desperately needs a remaster, if you ask me. There haven't been enough. We need more versions of Grand Theft Auto 5 to play. We definitely don't need a sequel. Moving on. Okay, we just completed action adventure. Now we're going to move on to another category. Which one should we move on to here? What did I say? I believe I said platformer in the opening. Let's grab platformers. Platforming time. Okay, here we go. We're starting with the Ratchet and Clank series, A Crack in Time and Tools of Destruction. You will note that there is a game in between these called Quest for Booty that was a digital only release. It did get a physical in Europe and I believe some other territories, but not here in North America. So I only got these two. Now, before you say anything, I understand this game could technically not be considered a platformer. It could be more of like a third-person shooter or something like that. But you know what? I decided to put it in platformers, so that's what I did. Amazing games, both of them, and still decently priced. And a quick list rounding out the platformers: Little Big Planet 1 and Little Big Planet 2. Both amazing games. Another reason to get a PlayStation 3, if you ask me, especially back in the day. These were console sellers. Amazing games and amazing memories playing these. Next category, first-person shooters. To start us off on the list, we've got Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Fun thing about my Battlefield 4 copy here, this actually allowed me to have a PS4 edition digitally. You can see it right there if the camera will focus. So yeah, I bought this and I was actually able to upgrade to a PS4 version for this because it came out just around that time. I believe that was 2013. And I think that was cool because obviously this is a mainstay that we see for a lot of games now, especially when going from PS4 to PS5. But this was a quite unheard of when going from PS3 to 4. So yeah, I just thought that was cool. I wanted to point that out. Great games. And next up here, you knew this series was coming in when I said first-person shooters. Call of Duty. Let's take a look at them. We've got Call of Duty 3. That one's all right. Black Ops 2. I am missing Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3 from my collection. I am needing to add those to this collection desperately. I know I only have 2 right now, but trust me, it's in the works. I'm going to be adding the full trilogy here soon. Modern Warfare, please ignore this. This is terrible. I've been meaning to get a new case for this Game of the Year edition. Everything else on it is great. It's just, yeah, this thing went to war if you ask me. Here we have Modern Warfare 2. This case, pristine. Love that. And mwah, chef's kiss. Call of Duty World at War. Amazing game. We've got the Killzone franchise, baby. Killzone 2 and Killzone 3. These are amazing, amazing titles. I love these games so much. I desperately wish that Killzone would come back to a modern gaming audience, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Killzone. And another first-person franchise lost to the sands of time. Resistance. Got the whole trilogy right here. You know I got this in my collection. I had to have this. We got Resistance, Fall of Man, Resistance 2. Good game, definitely more conventional, kind of the Call of Duty version of Resistance. And then the Return to Form, and a beautiful case, might I add. Look at this cover art. That is beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Resistance 3. Love this franchise. Bring this back, please. Okay, that rounds out the first-person shooter category. Moving on next to our racing category. Let's take a look here. First on my racing category list, MotorStorm. MotorStorm. Let me learn how to say that correctly. And the amazing sequel, Pacific Rift. Apparently I can't talk when I'm discussing MotorStorm. Now, I am missing MotorStorm Apocalypse. That is on my list to add. Just to keep in mind, this is my current collection so far. We still have a lot of games to add. Apocalypse is definitely one of them. Also, fun thing here, check this out. Sealed. Now, because this is a sealed copy, this does increase its value as well. So we'll have that projected here on the screen for you for the sealed copy amount. Oh, well, ignore that actually. Ooh, I never saw that before. All right, well, we'll keep the price as is. Gran Turismo 5. If you're into PlayStation game collecting, I feel like Gran Turismo has to be one of the franchises that you have in your collection. This game has seen a game on every PlayStation console. It hasn't missed PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Amazing franchise, great games. And here we have our fun karting games. We have Little Big Planet Karting and Mod Nation Racers. I believe both these games were created by the same development team. Both made very similarly, both very fun games actually as well, and I think they're great kart racers, honestly. I would love if PlayStation continued down this route, but clearly it was not very fruitful for them. Okay, so for this next category, this is the HD remasters category. This is games that were released on the PlayStation 2, but then brought up in high definition for the PlayStation 3. We're going to start off with the God of War collection. This was God of War 1, God of War 2, amazing games brought up to HD. We also got the PSP games. I was so happy they made the Origins collection because for me, I never got a PSP. So my only way to play these games was with this collection. And I remember being so excited because I wanted to play Ghost of Sparta very badly. And you know what? These games, great. Other games that were made for the PlayStation 2 and re-released, Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god. I love the Kingdom Hearts games. These games are so great. You got 1.5 that, the main thing about this one, it has Kingdom Hearts 1 on it. And then you got Kingdom Hearts 2.5. This guy came with Kingdom Hearts 2 on it. So, when these came out back in the day, I had to get these. Playing my beloved PlayStation 2 games at 1080 HD, amazing. Of course, they did do another remaster of these on PS4, and did I buy them? Of course I did. I'm just that much of a shill for Sora. Great games, good time. And here we have our final two HD remasters. We've got Ratchet & Clank and the Sly Collection. This Sly Collection right here is one of my most expensive PlayStation games in my collection. I don't know why, but the value for this game, it still sits around $60. It might even go higher, but I actually bought this off eBay for that $60 price because it wasn't going down, and it still hasn't gone down. But man, oh man, these are amazing. Of course, you could play some of these now. I believe just this one. Actually, you could play this on the PlayStation Plus Premium. But if you want to have a disc HD remastered, this is a great collection. Same with Ratchet & Clank. I love these games. All three games from the PS2 brought back up to HD for PlayStation 3. Okay, everyone, we've made it to our final category, the PlayStation Move titles. These are very quirky games, but I was actually a pretty big fan of the PlayStation Move when it came out, mostly because I liked the Wii, and I just liked anything PlayStation did because I was that lame. But I still have a couple of these PlayStation Move games, so let's take a look at them. We're going to start off with Sports Champions. Of course, this was a kind of a bundle game. You could buy the PlayStation Move bundle, I should say, and in that it included this game. So this is my OG copy. It's kind of like Wii Sports, but for PlayStation. All in all, I had such a fun time with this game. There is the you can fight with a sword and shield in this, and that I was so stoked about that. I love that. Another one I got was The Fight Lights Out. This was a boxing style game for the PlayStation Move. Definitely had some fun with this one here. You get two motion controllers in your hand and you start waving your arms like a crazy guy in your living room. It's a very fun time. This game made waves back in E3, oh geez, what was it? E3 2011, E3 2012, I'm not too sure. But this game is called Sorcery, and this was a demo showcased at that E3, and I remember being so sold. I wanted this game immediately. When it came out, I got it, I played it, and you know what? All in all, it delivered on what was showcased, but the story was slightly lacking, so I wasn't fully impressed. But all in all, you know what? This is a great action adventure game for the PlayStation Move that you can play. And then here we have Start the Party. This is actually more of a recent pickup. I got this game about 2 years ago, still very, very cheap. And yeah, I remember picking this up because I had a few friends over and we wanted to play some of the motion control games, and I saw this and I thought, why not? Let's have some stupid fun. And that's exactly what you get with this game. Just dumb fun. Good times. Okay, everyone, there it is. All 57 games. We have the total on screen for you to see right there. That is the total value of my PlayStation 3 collection so far. Like I said, we still have many games to collect. And if you have any PlayStation 3 games you recommend I pick up, please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed watching the video and hearing me ramble, please definitely hit the video with a like and feel free to subscribe. If you're interested in my top 5 video games within this PlayStation 3 collection, I made a video for that. It's right there. Feel free to check that out. Thank you guys so much. Take care. We'll see you next time.